Thank you for purchasing a Deltech DF805 calf machine. On the outside of your box, you should notice a packing slip with a red sticker. Enclosed are revised assembly instructions. The instructions in the box have an error. When you get everything unpacked, you should end up with a leg pad frame, weight frame, base frame, support arm, seat pad, knee pads, seat support, adjustment tube, shoes, Olympic adapter, a hardware pack, bad instructions, stickers, and wrenches. Your hardware pack will come with all necessary nuts, bolts, and washers for assembly, and a standard size spring collar. Step 1. Leg pad frame assembly. You're going to need the 4 shorter 65mm M10 bolts. First, you're going to put the washer onto the bolt, and then insert the bolt through the frame. Line up the bolt to the nutsert on the back of the knee pad and tighten it finger tight. Get the second bolt started by hand, then finish by tightening both bolts with the provided wrench. Go ahead and repeat the same process for the other knee pad. So now we're going to set the knee pad assembly to the side and fit the shoes to the bottom frame. There's a long side to the shoes. Make sure that side goes down toward the floor. To fit the shoe, you're going to want to get it over 3 sides of the tube first. Pull the 4th side over and press into place. It's supposed to be tight. With all 4 shoes on, that brings us to the bottom frame assembly. To attach the support arm, you will need the medium length 80mm M12 bolt J. If you use the longer 90mm bolt, you'll have problems later in the assembly process. First, carefully cut the zip tie retaining the bushings and be careful not to let them fall out and get lost. Next, insert the support arm into its bracket. The handle should be on the right-hand side of the user. Line up the holes with the bushings and insert bolt J with a washer. Go ahead and add a washer and nut to the other side, finger tight. Now with 2 wrenches, we're going to set the tension of the support arm. You want it tight enough to where it won't have any lateral movement, but loose enough to move freely side to side. If you get the bolt tight and it looks like this, you might have been fooled by our bad instructions in the box. It should be just long enough to clear the nylon ring in the lock washer. Next, we're going to go ahead and install the seat support to the base frame. Set the seat support on the base frame and line up the 3 holes. With the 3 short 20mm M12 bolts and washers, fasten them together finger tight. Once all 3 bolts are in, tighten them down with a wrench. Now we're on to the weight frame assembly. Now's the time to cut the zip tie holding the bushings in the adjustment tube, and slide the tube into the bracket with the pull pin facing the user. Insert the longest 90mm M12 bolt with a washer, and finish it off with another washer and nut, finger tight. With the long 90mm M10 bolt, slide it through a washer and then through the bottom of the frame. Line it up with the nutsert on the bottom of the seat pad and screw it in finger tight. The large side of the seat should be facing the back of the bench. Install the other long M10 bolt and washer, and then snug both down with a wrench. Now it's time for final assembly. Go ahead and cut the zip tie holding the bushings to the seat support and grab the weight frame. Carefully slide the weight frame bracket over the bushings and line up the holes to fit the last 90mm M12 bolt and washer. Add the matching M12 nut and washer to the other side, finger tight. It's time to install the knee pad assembly. Insert the knee pad assembly into the adjustment tube and pull the pull pin until it falls in and locks. Now we're going to set the tension of the knee pad assembly. With 2 wrenches, tighten the bolt until the assembly will support its own weight, but not too tight where it's hard to move. Finally, we can snug down the last bolt holding the weight frame. Again, you want to tighten until there's no wobble, but not too tight to ensure smooth operation. Don't forget to install the stickers and decals wherever you see fit. This machine can be loaded with standard or Olympic-sized weights. If you want to use Olympic-sized weights, slide the Olympic adapter over the weight peg. This step is not required, but if you would like to fasten it to the machine, it takes a 5mm Allen key. Now you're ready for use. Load the machine with your desired weight, sit down, and adjust the knee pad to your height. Lift the weight frame up with your toes, move the support arm out of the way, and begin exercising. Thank you for choosing Deltech Fitness.